Making more money does not equal freedom unless you have a system in place that supports your vision. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in today's video. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, my name is Sujika Ma'at. I'm a financial coach, and I help you keep more cash in your pocket so you can position it to wealth and create a life of freedom and ease. So when we think about your income, a lot of times we think that just having a budget is going to be what's going to create more of that freedom and ease for ourselves. But what you really need to focus on is having more of a system for your money. And what a system really is about you having more thoughtfulness as to how you are directing your money. So I want you to think of it like an intentional flow of how your money actually moves towards building the life that you desire. So if you are someone who are like, I want to have financial freedom and you want to be able to get to a point where you are work optional and you're not fully dependent upon the income from your 9 to 5 job, then how you direct your money will be in that system of, all right, my income is coming in. Now, part of that money is going to go towards me investing. Part of that is going toward building up a freedom fund. You're intentionally putting your money into different spaces, right? Or vehicles that is in alignment with the goal that you have for yourself. So when you think about a system, think about things that are working in conjunction with each other to deliver that final outcome or result. So when you simply just focus on a budget, you are not thinking about all of the other components that contributes to it. What you also have to look at is what's actually happening matching the plan that you've set for yourself. Because here's one of the things that I see all too often. You will say to yourself, I created a budget, I put my income and my expenses in there, and it says I'm supposed to have about $1,000 left over. But when I get to the end of the month, there's nothing left. Well, that's because you only used part of the equation. Yes, you planned your money, but you did not set up a system that was designed to direct that income as it came in that matched what you put in that budget. And that is the key piece. A lot of times you're focusing on that one end and you forget about the other end of the equation. Remember, building that system is what's going to allow you to move closer towards that goal. And one of the things that I love more than anything to help with building that system, because as a mom of four and a wife, like I already have too many folders open up in this brain, as many as I have open up on my laptop right now, and that I don't have the time or the energy to have to think about, okay, do I need to transfer money over here to the savings fund? Oh, let me make sure I invest. So one of the things that I do to help me and reduce that mental load is automations. Automating your savings as your paycheck comes in, having money go automatically towards your savings account, and having automatic investments set up. I am telling you, this will save you so much time and it will help you build up your freedom on autopilot. You're prioritizing yourself, you're building your investments and your savings, and it's one less thing to think about because I know you have many things to think about, right? You're working in your 9 to 5, you're dealing with the family, you have projects that you're doing, your side business that you're working on, too many things that are competing that you don't want to put your wealth management on the back burner. You want that to be on the front burner by creating a system that's going to support you so that you can create more freedom. And so I want to break down to you a very simple system that you can use today to start setting up your money. So as your money comes in, creating separate accounts for how you're managing your money is a good way for you to stay on top of exactly what you need to happen with your money that is in alignment with the plan that you've set for yourself. So, for example, as I mentioned with automating your investments, that's a bucket in itself. Your paycheck comes in, you have money going into your investments and saving. That's one part of your system. You have your income come in. It can go into what you call your priority account, your priority expenses. So these are all the things that have a due date, right? You are managing your money so that you know that the amount that you need to cover your bills and expenses with a due date are within this one account. Then you can have a separate account, whether you have automatic deposits from your paycheck or you're setting up transfers from your main checking into this variable spending account. This variable spending account is for all of those things that do not have a due date. These are the variable expenses that you can manage based on what you put into your plan. So, overall, a simple structure, you have savings and investments, your priority bills and expenses, and then your variable expenses. This allows you to manage the things that are priority and to be able to have your money sort of direct to pay those things. And then your variable expenses is what I like to say is where you have the most control, right? Because who's in charge of how much and when you spend and where you spend that money? You. You're in charge. You're in control. And this is where I find a lot of my clients say that they feel more in control because now it's like, okay, I have this lump sum of money. And if I am not going according to the plan, I am the person that has to deal with that, right? You are the person that has to deal with it because you're the one that's managing that account. But it separates things from your priority expenses. So you know that your bills are always going to get paid. You know that things are going to happen accordingly. You're saving and you're investing as need be. But now you have this flexibility where you're not having to feel restricted or stressed about what's happening with that variable spending. Now, with that, these are some of the common mistakes that I see women make when it comes to having a system. Number one is you have way too many accounts, right? You're trying to compartmentalize and separate different things into different buckets. But what that does is because you're not able to clearly see from a big picture standpoint what's going on, it becomes overwhelming. You have too many accounts impacting your ability to truly manage your money. In the simple system that I shared with you, that's 4 separate accounts. At the bare minimum, that's all you need to organize your money into a simple system that's going to direct your money where you want it to go, where it's covering your bills, it's taking care of your priority, and it's building for you. Mistake number 2 of what I see is there's no clarity on what you're actually working towards. You cannot build a system if you don't have clarity on what you actually want your money to do for you, because your system is designed based on the vision and the goals that you set for yourself. And then mistake number 3 that I find is there's no automation to support you. Again, remember, lots of taps in the brain, dealing with the job, the kids, the family, the business, all of these things happening. Automating reduces that mental load and allows you to have more freedom by setting it up, making sure that your money is running as it should be, and you don't have to worry about yet another thing when it comes to that. You're doing your regular checks to make sure that your money has deposited into the accounts as they should, and then there you go. So a really easy, quick win that you can do today is to set up automatic transfers from your paycheck to your savings account or to your investments and setting up those automatic investments. Because with that automation, you're able to start prioritizing building your freedom by having your money allocated into these accounts. And if you need more clarity to understand what's happening with your money so that you can remove the blocks, I invite you to download my financial clarity guide that's going to give you the tools to help you position your income in a way that is important to you. If this video was helpful, remember to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so this video can reach other women. And also, drop in the comments to let me know what are some things that are getting in the way of you feeling more at peace with your money. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, here's to your financial freedom.